Welcome to Shattered Ships, brought to you by Fandom Encounters. This is your DM Matt, guiding you on your pirate adventure through the seas of Corsair. Join our party, the Human Fey Wanderer Ranger Tesha Gwyn, played by Bobby, the Sea Elf Pirate Kensei Monk Trigger, played by Seth, and the Owlin Swords Bard, played by Alan, as they do their best to navigate this new world and find their place in it. In Corsair, where piracy is freedom, and freedom is dangerous. Now we will see if the party survives this encounter, as we left off in the middle of it. Last time on Shattered Ships, our party, fresh from a meeting with Gilda, ventured into the tunnels with some advice they got from an ally and messenger of Veritas, Bambug Bera. In doing so, they plunged deep into the tunnels below the Cursed Cove. Found safety in these blue flames. They were able to locate the guard break room, where two members of the Royal Rumblers were on guard duty, fairly lackadaisical about it. One being a little more playful, let's say slightly antagonizing, a bit flirty. The human there being the one doing most of the talking, ribbing and seemingly toying with the party to a great extent, with their ally, their friend, their counterpart backing them up, but just a little slightly. Of course, Jaws the human, and Gilma, the lizard folk, offering you trinkets to help you. At least Jaws did so, but you were able to decipher that this was not going to be very helpful at all. Before pressing on into the tunnels which revealed to be connected to those beneath the House of Violets. So not only were you able to press further towards the northern barrier of the town, you also have a sneaky escape from your own home and a stealthy way back to your house. But that is not where we are now. Having pressed on, you've remembered that the hint here was the knife is the key, a knife that Trigger now has, which you've also discovered is the summoning for these creatures to begin attacking. So, although there are, seemingly, if my map is correct, there are two left standing, one being very close to Kachi and Gwyn, does not seem to be looking at either of you. The one that does appear to have malice in its eyes is the one looking across the way at Trigger. Trigger, knife in hand, a series of platforms floating out before you. You can see the glow of this rune on a platform across this open pit. The knife in your hand kind of humming the same kind of purple energy. You found the lock, you found the key. Now what stands between you is an enemy. And that is where we pick up with this episode of Shattered Ships. Trigger's turn, still in initiative, staring down these enemies.
Oh, God. Okay, and I don't think I actually thought this through very much. Matt, for my sanity, for jumping mechanics, are we going based off, is it an action for my jumps?
It's I think you can jump your movement or your strength score, as long as you have like 5 feet of like, maybe it's 10 feet of like running movement, but it just counts as movement.
Notorious strength score over here. Okay. I think I have a pretty good idea of what that little keyhole kind of looks like across the way. Can I see that?
Oh, yes. Like, it is within the range of like your dark vision. You can see it kind of glowing where it is. You know exactly where it needs to go.
What is it fixed into the ground? Is it elevated?
It seems like it's like almost like drawn into the rock face. Like if you were like standing there, you'd have to like almost like kneel to plunge this knife into the ground.
Okay. real quick, does there look to be any conveniently placed stalactites over top of my robots here?
Ooh,
Or any debris, any loose rubble?
let's call it a perception check to find a weakness in the stalactites above them. I'd say 20. You can find like there's a stalactite or two. Above a 25, you find a real chunky boy.
No, it's only gonna be an 11.
Because it's an open kind of cavern. You see one or two kind of reaching down, but you don't know quite where they end or start. They kind of fade into the darkness above you.
Okay. Okay, I am going to hop on over. Oh gosh, this is fun. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 40. Great. Okay. So I'm going to hop on over to this guy.
Nice.
That's
Run,
my full
jump,
movement.
Run, jump.
Oh god, I hope this works. I'm going to unarmored. I'm gonna bonus action unarmed strike.
Nice. Roll to hit.
It's just gonna be solid little natural 19. That's 26. +4. Great. 11 points of damage. I'm then going to take the dodge action.
Ooh, very good.
And because I have attacked with my unarmed strike, my I need trying to remember this. I have this feat where my armor class is going to increase a little bit. I just want to make sure I'm reading it out correctly. I apologize.
Absolutely. I appreciate you reading it out. I believe Kensei isn't a monk I'm super familiar with.
Yeah. Listen, I'm just here to make sure that I'm not cheating, you know? Extra attack, special charge. But understanding that this is boring to play, continue on, and I will let you know when I find it.
If it comes to attacking trigger time, you'll know your higher armor class. So after Trigger's turn, that does take it to this little impish sprite crawling around these like robotic minions. Kind of peers over this one's shoulder as you pause Trigger, and it's going to pounce on you. No, because it doesn't actually. Yeah, well, it'll do its little piercing needle on you, except I don't think it will, because that's only going to be a 14 to hit. It
does not hit.
Clambers over and tries to. That's with disadvantage anyway. That was better, but it misses you all together, and instead kind of like flies back with flyby and gets itself kind of in position to be opposing you. Which brings us to Gwyn. Gwyn, Trigger has just ran by you with this dagger that you know is the key to sort of getting out of here. There are a few, or actually just kind of one big one and one small one of these automaton imp creatures that are currently moving through the area. They seem less focused on you and Kachi and on your summoned beast as well.
Yes, I wish that my beast could go first, but it does state that it goes after me
Ooh.
very clearly in the spell. So it says it shares your initiative, but it goes after you. So I will attack the small thing that is close to me with one of my Gith Chakram.
Nice.
Do I have advantage and or can I get advantage?
Yeah, I'd say you're flanking with Kachi, so
Okay.
you have advantage on this strike. I don't remember exactly flying necessarily, but we'll say most advantageous placement as we drop back into the adventure.
It's 25 to hit.
That absolutely hits.
And that will be 9 slashing. Ooh, and 4 psychic.
Very nice.
It is still alive.
It is still alive.
And I will attack.
On death's door, barely hanging in there.
Nice. 22 to hit.
That is absolutely going to finish it off. It had 2 hit points. It had just taken its eyes off you as it swirled in the direction of Trigger running past, and you seize the opportunity and strike.
Nice. Yes, I will then run. I will go down the tunnel towards where I heard Trigger. I will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet.
Nice.
Let's do that. And then we will have Oleander will run by and do a flyby attack on the big guy.
Oh, heck yeah.
Not that guy. This is Oleander's guy. And of course, natural 1. He's just here to be 20 hit points at some point to someone.
And with that, he is still 20 hit points.
10, 20, 29. He's much faster than me, though. 40, 45, 50, 55, 50. LOL, he can catch up to me. And he has flyby, so no attack of opportunity. It just doesn't. He has not actually hit this fight, I don't think.
But he's been around.
He's been around. He's there.
On Gwyn's turn, this creature from the tunnel here is going to fly up in the direction of Trigger. I'll say, in order to fit through this tunnel, we'll get an attack of opportunity from Kachi if he wants to take it.
Nice.
If he wants to. I mean, he doesn't have to. He could.
He's not going to change my mind.
But he would need to. He would need to turn on his mic if he wanted to do that.
He would, because he's muted.
I would love to, but that is a nat 1.
Oh, Oleander
Never
and
mind.
Kachi.
Turn the mic back off.
Kachi and
turn it off.
Oleander just kind of
It's
smack
supposed to be
into
one
each
away.
other as they're both coming from different directions to a swing. But it's going to continue flying over top of Oleander and over top of Gwyn, who can take attacks of opportunity if they would like, as it dashes.
Yes, we will. 12 for Oleander,
12 is not going to hit.
but a 25 for me.
You know, the 25 will hit.
Nice. 8 slashing and 2 psychic.
Nice. That is this one running to catch up to their programmed target. The one who is kind of facing down with Trigger is going to try to swing on Trigger first. Disadvantage from the dodge action. And that is only going to be a 9. Swings wide. Axe gets buried into the ground. And he's going to try to shoulder check you as its second attack. He's going to make a push attack on you. So it's going to make an athletics check to try to shove you, and you can make a contested athletics or acrobatics check. I will tell you, you have to beat 11 because of disadvantage because of the dodge action.
Great, love that. Okay, what dice do I need? anyways. Eye time. Great. That's all I needed with an acrobatics. That's a 13.
Nice. Sword kind of swings it into the rock, tries to shoulder check you, and you just kind of grab on for a moment and then let go. It does not manage to get a hit in on Trigger, which then brings us to Kachi.
Nice. I also think my D&D Beyond, my restarted my hit counter. Did you have a hit for my HP? Did you have anything written down?
Did not.
That's okay. Because
You're
it says
not
I'm at
marked as bloody, so
It's true. And because these guys only attack whoever has the knife, you may have just
not gotten hit.
lucky.
That's fair.
Also,
Because
I'm pretty
I've
sure the
been
little weenie
damaged
guys
quite a bit.
have been very poor in rolling.
Okay. Good to know. Because I know that there was that whole switcheroo with the knife, so I was just making sure. But I was like, I'm at full. So I'm like, that seems... Okay. Okay.
We'll say that you used your amulet or something just in case.
Yeah, there you go.
Trigger you
30.
next.
Yeah, I can't do much, so I'm just gonna try to action dash
Nice.
to try to catch up with everybody.
Nice. Action dash to catch up, and that's Trigger again. I was giving you a heads up just because Kachi's far away. I figured he was going to be dashing.
Yeah. No, it's okay, guys. I got this. Once again, leading the team. I am first going to charge my amulet. Because I haven't used this short rest one yet.
Nice.
Am I taking away from hit dice that I would be using for my short rest?
No, you are not.
It is completely
the hit dice
separate.
Is just the measurement of how much it heals you.
Lovely. And then do we were for rounding rules on level 5, it's half hit dice. Do you want to do 2 or 3 if I want to use all of them? 2? Okay. Okay. So it's going to be 15 points of HP added, which is probably going to be useful. And I am going to attempt to... Can't make it without it. Yeah. I'm gonna action dash.
Nice.
And I'll take the hit. So I'm running past this guy.
Nice. It's going to take an attack of opportunity on you as you go past. Gets the axe out of the rock and swings it back. This time
this is gonna hurt.
A 25 to hit.
Yeah, oh gosh, that really... You connected with the spleen. Or maybe the sternum. Body parts are tough.
That's going to be 10 slashing damage with this axe as it carves in.
Great. I leap. I hear.
Nice.
Bounce. It's probably an action to put it in, isn't it?
I'll say it's an object interaction here. Trigger, the glow intensifies as you reach the end, this carved rune, the knife glowing in your hand. As you kind of brace and place the dagger into the lock, the earth accepts it. As it almost mechanically feels like something it goes in, something seems to catch it, and then kind of pull it down deeper into the earth. It locks in, the rune kind of glows. Boop, 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 like an alarm happening. For those of you kind of between Trigger and the exit here, the automatons, these hulking creatures, sort of once again kind of hold the axe in their hands and kind of go still as a stillness fills these caves. Trigger, having shut off the sentries in this chamber.
Oh. You guys okay?
I hated that. That was awful.
I like that
Yeah.
thing that you did where you flew in the opposite direction. That was nobody saw that coming.
And
I was really hoping to
alarm
switch it
happened.
up.
Bing, bing, bing.
Oh.
Messenger not detected. Messenger not detected.
Oh, okay. What? Guys, there's something about a messenger not detected. What do I'm Bam Bugbearer. I'm Bam. I like doing sick tricks and shit.
give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion
or deception
Absolute.
check. I say deception or performance.
They're all gonna be the same, so we're just gonna pray. 11.
And while that's happening, the party is able to then take their time to get to you.
If I can hear him say, I'm Bam Bugbearer, can I wait around the corner? I don't want to go and be seen.
No, I'd say as the automatons go down.
You know how in Octavia Spencer is in that corner when in Ma, and she's like, do you know what? At that wall where she's listening to the kids. You've seen the gif. It's fine.
You've seen it.
You've seen. Even if you haven't, you have.
I actively tried to disremember
I'm describing
that
it
movie.
so well you can envision yourself there.
She's got the bob from Ma.
You know, the Ma Bob.
If you don't know the Ma Bob, I don't know what. We're not on the same internet. I don't know.
What Mario Party character are you? Ma Bob.
Ma Bob is definitely my favorite bomb. Jason.
Bob.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Ma Bob.
From Paper Mario.
I'll just wait.
Nice. So this first one, you and Kachi can see trigger, but you aren't close enough to give a help action or something like that. But as he gives his answer, you're able to then fly across and be there for him. As beep 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 beep.
Yeah, with Gwyn standing there, I'll fly over and be like, last resort. Of course I'm Bam Bugbearer. Hey, sorry I was late. I really had to go and I really needed my kebab.
Kachi, as you fly over and do your Bam impression, you hear the sound of scraping from deeper in this tunnel, and kind of stepping into this purple glow. You see a shimmer against what appears to be almost like a petrified wood before just a crumple as what perhaps once was one of these dryad drones used by Veritas guarding this area collapses. Eye kind of flashing. Messenger not detected. Messenger not detected. The voice coming from this drone, but with the mouth not moving at all, just as zombified as you've seen before. But you hear metallic steps coming your way from deeper in the tunnel.
So
I
this
use myself as Bam, and I come in the room and I say, I'm Bug Bamera, just so we can all do the same thing. And see,
Yes.
see if it works.
You Spartacus with Bam Bugbearer as a blue a automaton made of blue metal steps into the light. No messenger detected. Now, I'd say Kachi and Gwyn give me deception checks.
Okay.
why did I roll that one?
Nat 20.
15.
We're at 25.
Life's about balance.
I rolled a
That's
3.
all about balance. Sorry, deception? Yeah, deception, 25.
Nice. As you all three kind of gather and say this, you almost feel the tunnel rumble as you can hear you hear thunder and feel a lightning strike on the area. Increased storm activity must be causing issues with scanners. You are indeed Bam Bugbearer. Initiating backup protocols. Who do we serve?
The truth.
What are we?
Prisoners.
Why do we fight?
For everybody who didn't forget their notepad, I would say...
Okay, hold on. Let me look it up.
No, legitimately, Hallie took my notes, so I can't.
Why would Hallie take your notes?
She took She has my iPad. She needs it for training.
Give me an intelligence check.
The company doesn't supply an iPad?
No. Who do you think we are?
Piece of paper?
Where is it?
This was like the thing. We were in the break room last week, and they literally, said it, but they said it as like a joke.
Oh, like, yeah. I don't know if
well, they're like, "Oh, we're just kidding around." And I was like, "Are you?"
Okay. God, I knew. Wait,
Alan, with Seth remembering that key detail is what I was going to remind you of. The only person who's asked this before has been Jaws, who said it was a joke after you gave an answer.
Ah, fuck.
So it must have not been a joke.
And we failed.
We failed.
Say it's a joke. That was the answer. It's a joke. Why do we fight? It's a joke. It's all
a joke.
Do not
Life's a joke.
The clearance
why?
For this
No.
pathway. State your name
to be free.
And team.
We fight to be free.
You do not have clearance for this tunnel.
Fuck.
State your name and team.
Oh God.
Why do we fight?
Why do we fight? Bam Bugbearer, the Cerulean Blasters.
Everyone give me Constitution saving throws.
Oh no! We broke it.
We broke it.
Oh no, Con. 11 minus 1 is 10. $10 feels fair. Is this not fair?
Oh, man, I forgot about the thing from Mask of Stolen Life. Man, I'm so healthy right now.
Oh, yeah, because you get extra health back.
I get literally double the HP.
I'm probably about to go unconscious.
Wild.
Yeah, that was a 5.
12. Okay, question for you, authentically. If I'm adding to my actual con, does that affect my con saving throws?
Yeah, your con stat is just higher now.
Okay, so that's a 15.
Excellent. D&D Beyond may account for it, but in this case, 12 is exactly what you needed, which means as this thunder wave goes off from this Azure Guardian, Kachi and Gwyn, you take... actually, no, it's just 8. 8 thunder damage. Trigger, you take 4.
Oleander, also, I rolled 4, and they failed.
Okay. Oleander also takes 8. And Gwyn, Oleander, and actually, Kachi, where you are, you get pushed back 10 feet and land on a pillar. Gwyn and Oleander get knocked back off of this ledge. Everyone, once again, roll initiative.
We're never getting out of here.
Well, the good news is my new character is going to be so cool.
It's going to be so constituted.
party, even.
The question is, why do we fight, Matt?
Yes.
Okay.
Who did we
Get
see?
out of here.
It means they know we're phonies. We knew. They knew the whole time.
We're frauds.
We need to play into the system.
Nice. What is everyone's initiative?
15.
16.
13.
Nice. Very uniform, I should say. And the nice thing is, Gwyn is not first. So as this battle, or as this moment happens, this robotic figure sends this shockwave back. Presumably, the answer was incorrect. As you are all knocked back, and the Azure Guardian, looking at all of you, begins to sort of find its next target. Kachi, that is you. You see Gwyn and Oleander beginning to fall into the depths.
I would like to fly 5, 10, 15, 20. Can I try to grab Gwyn?
Give me a strength or a dex saving throw to like catch Gwyn before, and like this is just you, how well you are able to do this. Basically, how much you're gonna fall in grabbing Gwyn.
Okay, 14 dex save.
Nice. I'll say only like one less than like a DC 15. So you catch Gwyn and fall like 10 feet, but you arrest Gwyn's fall.
Okay. That's all we need. You do arrest a fall. Cool. Okay, get up. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to make, I think I'll do it like as I'm flying by, but I'm going to, where is it? I need to go to actions. I'm going to Hexblade Curse this Guardian.
Nice. Hexblade Curse. As you kind of like latch onto this Guardian, you also see behind this Guardian Trigger left on the cavern. You see this as well. This rune that you're kind of standing on beginning to glow. And as you look down this tunnel behind the singular figure, you kind of see movement on and you feel like a crackle of energy as this tunnel behind this Guardian begins to sort of crackle and pulse with like an electrified trap has been sprung. But where you are, Trigger, you see ivy and plants kind of growing on this tunnel. It seems to have been like overgrown to some extent. Ivy that potentially could help you navigate this tunnel if you were to surge forward and try to race down this tunnel. Should that be what you'd like to do in this moment? Kachi, you catch Gwyn, Hexblade Curse. You have firmly saved your teammate.
Sorry about your mom. Cool. Action bonus action. That's all for me.
Nice. You've managed to secure Gwyn. That is Trigger. You have this robotic figure kind of staring you down. This tunnel happening behind you. Again, overgrown with ivy and electrified, but it is a way forward. The Guardian seems to be by himself.
What is the truth? The fight. Can I start shouting things as I just run into this tunnel?
You absolutely can. Trigger, you just take off past this guardian.
We fight, for those who can't fight for themselves, we fight to end the bullshit. We fight, because life's tough and then sometimes you die. We fight for injustice, justice, other end of justice, chaos.
As your voice fades into the distance, you running away. Tries to swipe at you with a reaction and misses soundly. As Trigger, you begin to take off down this tunnel. Using your movement, if you're choosing to dash, you can far outpace this creature. You're out of range of this. The Trigger having run past, the creation is going to go to the edge of this platform where it can still see Kachi and Gwyn kind of fluttering there, and is going to stare you down, Kachi. Damn Bugbearer. Label traitor. And stares you down. I need a wisdom saving throw from Kachi.
Shut up. Oh no.
Well, good thing we made a note that made him look guilty.
We just killed this man.
All he wanted to do was do kick flips.
19.
As this thing tries to make eye contact with you, this one like sapphire gem like glows brightly, and then boom, 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 boom. You resist being frightened and paralyzed by this figure.
I hate that.
Oh god.
Which brings us to Gwyn. Technically, Gwyn and Kachi, you're equal in the initiative. Actually, can Oleander fly?
Oleander can fly.
Cool. Give me Oleander comes after you, Gwyn, but give me a Dex or a Strength saving throw to see how far they fall.
Let me double check the spell. But I rolled a 10. Plus, they do have a save. 14.
Exact same as Kachi. It falls 10 feet, so they can easily right themselves without really losing much movement at all. But Kachi and Gwyn, you can take your turn simultaneously if you'd like, so that Kachi can put Gwyn down if Gwyn would like.
Didn't because Kachi went first. I see.
Yeah, because it's Gwyn and then right into Kachi again.
Okay. Yeah, however you want to do it, because I had a thing I was gonna try, but if you wanted to try,
I just want to shoot it.
Yeah.
If possible. That's all I want.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
okay. Cool. No, that works for me. Yeah, I'll try to. If I'm 10 feet down, try to climb up so that we're back up on the ledge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's hard to carry someone your size, but you're able to do so with you made the save to save them. Using half your movement, you're still well in a position to fly and get back on. Since you're 10 feet away, would you like to use your full movement to get on the ground out of their melee range, or are you okay getting within melee range of them?
I'm okay getting in the melee range, yeah.
Cool. So you can just basically fly up and be on the cliff right facing them.
Perfect. I would love if I could be there and then move. That's my whole movement. Shit. Okay. Could I have a chance to move, climb up and get there?
Yeah, because if you're just first available space takes 10 feet, and then you can reposition. Then once you drop Gwyn, you have 20 feet of movement still.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Yeah, I'll get there. And I will.
I'll say at the same time, because technically Kachi comes after Gwyn, but there's weird, like, moving at the same timeness. Well, if you wanted Oleander to get in position to give flanking or anything, I'll let them get in position as well, because they can fly.
Yeah, I think because of our closeness, I'll have to do, like, chakram attacks. So I would just use my movement to try to help flank with Kachi.
Cool.
And move around here, and then Oleander will just come up and do their one attack there.
Nice. Swarm and pounce.
Right. And then, so I will be doing attack, bonus action attack.
Nice.
And then Oleander will do their one attack.
Hell yeah. Roll some attacks, everybody.
One is a natural 20.
Hey.
And then 12 and 13, is that correct? Or 13, 14?
All of those hit.
Oh, wow.
It appears to be sort of
And
an
then-
construct of sorts. All of the metal doesn't equate to armor. Then as you're totaling damage, Gwyn, because it affects you, they are immune to psychic damage.
Alright, so I won't bother with that, but I will use my favored foe on this hit then to add a d4. So, uh, 16 plus 8 is 24. 24 slashing from me total.
Nice.
And then
They are looking bloodied.
Oleander is plus 6 to this. 11 piercing damage from Oleander.
Oh, hell yeah. On death's door.
Hmm.
Okay. I don't think it'll matter much, but I'll move here to get flanking with Oleander.
Nice.
So with flanking, that's 7, 21 to hit.
That hits, and if you do more than 1 damage, this thing is destroyed.
Oh.
You slash through this construct, and it falls, head bouncing around across the ground, landing near model number 1. Seems, in the absence of having dryads to work on, someone's had to make much less durable models in order to do their bidding. But as the actions come to a close with a little bit of movement shenanigans here and there, both of you look and hear Trigger's footsteps going off into the distance away from you, and you see the tunnel, the floor beginning to sort of open up into an open shaft as this electrified current is happening. It seems like the choice to run or stay is upon you. What would the two of you like to do?
I can fly. You go first.
I run.
Don't go for it. It's wide. Everybody go at the same time.
But everyone is sort of charging into this tunnel relatively at the same time. Trigger has a 6-second head start as we charge through this tunnel. It appears to be a straight tunnel. As you kind of, your feet pounding on what ground you can find, the continued kind of little shocks and rumbles from what feels like a storm above begin to continue as you charge forward. This elongated trap that is set I need a Constitution. Actually, no, it's not Constitution. I wrote that down wrong. That is Dex. I need a Dex saving throw from everyone. But before you roll, there is an electrified current going across these walls, but it is overgrown with ivy and plants. If you'd like to try to use the plants, you could roll with advantage. But I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I'm doing the mizzen mast crawl. I'm just all of the hanging ropes. I'm swinging like a powder monkey.
True powder monkey, hands in the vines, hands in the plants, crawling around. Go ahead and roll with advantage, Trigger.
And even if I'm flying above, do I still have to make?
You can still
save.
I'll still make a dex saving throw because you're dodging some of these like electrified currents and things, but you're less at risk of like falling in.
Okay.
I don't think I'm touching the plants.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not flying, like I'm just raw dogging this, but I still don't think the plants are the way I'm going about.
Oleander is like pushing you along as long as they're here.
Yeah. Do they have advantage
for
because they're
dex
flying,
saving.
or is it just straight for both of us?
I'd say Oleander is. I'd say you can have advantage. Oleander would have advantage as like basically like being in your magical proximity.
Is it
I got a
dex save?
15.
Oh, yes, dex save, Gwyn. Couch, you got a 15.
Oh. I got a 24, and Oleander got a 9. This one die is not kind. Unfortunately, that's crazy.
What did you get, Trigger?
24.
24. Great. So you all three. This is over the course of like not just a round, but like several rounds of running as you kind of make your way through this. For I'd say particularly Trigger, kind of like this awareness of your surroundings, kind of kicking in. The more that you like study with, the more that you study and learn sort of this artistic hand of navigating and that kind of thing. From Europa, you get a sense that like, oh, this is carrying us north, like through this whole area. Like we're continuing north, just like Bam said. This is taking us to the outskirts of town.
The trees.
The temple.
And
shit.
Trigger, especially, having chosen to like grab onto the ivy and vines that are here, you feel a protective presence, sort of a. Like ripples across the water, you touching these vines seems to communicate with someone else, perhaps someone far away. Perhaps her name is also Ivy, as you continue through this area. Not enough to protect you entirely, though for the most dexterous of you, Gwyn and Trigger, you manage to make it through this area every now and again, brushing against one of these electrified currents. So you both do take 8 lightning damage, but you manage to come to a place at the end of this where you can find a place to...
I go unconscious.
Gwyn goes unconscious, so we will resolve that in a moment.
Oleander's gone.
Oleander disappears. Gwyn falls, goes unconscious. Kachi, you... do brush against this electrified current a bit as you go as well. Oh, wow. Kachi, you take 14 lightning damage.
God damn it.
As you do, Kachi and Trigger, you kind of make it to the end as you look back and you see Gwyn, like, run, shuffle, fall, with this ground opening beneath them. And you hear a whisper, kind of like this little pluck in your ear, Trigger. There's a storm happening. You guys are in danger, girl. Like, you good?
I look the fuck around.
This voice sounds familiar. You're reminded of the dryads you met before. You get the sense that Ivy is communicating you as the one who touched those plants.
I thought you were supposed to be asleep.
My mom's asleep.
Oh, your mom's asleep. Right. You're okay. Hey, can you give me a little bit of foliage? Give me a little. Give me a. Yeah, we're all Requiem. Can you get a little foliage coverage, please? I'm going back in for my friend.
Oh fuck. Okay. Okay, I thought there was like more of you. There's just the two of you. Okay. Trigger, go ahead and give me another dexterity saving throw with advantage.
$23.
Trigger, you take 4 more lightning damage, but you do manage to get a hold of Gwyn. Ivy kind of like pulling onto this. Kachi, these ivy tendrils holding on to Trigger. Trigger has to make his way back now through this trap. But if you give me a... Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I can just pour a potion of healing.
Okay, yeah. On like the same like turn that you're doing, potion of healing as an action. Go ahead and roll for that healing on Gwyn, so Gwyn's no longer unconscious. Kachi, on the other end of this ivy, give me a strength or athletic. Give me athletics check with advantage. If you succeed let's call it a DC 18, you can pull them back without another round of this trap happening.
Okay.
The 16.
16, you beat a 15, so they will have advantage on their checks to make it back to you. That is Trigger and Gwyn. Give me dexterity saving throws with advantage to make it back out of here.
7 points of healing for Gwyn.
7.
7.
7.
7.
7. Natural 20.
24.
Nice. I've adjusted like the DC because you're only in it for a shorter amount of time, so that is enough for both of you to get through unscathed entirely. No more damage, no points of exhaustion, which is what would have hit you if it was low enough, but you've all made it through this tunnel. These ivy kind of plants growing around here on the almost like form into Ivy's face on the wall, kind of looking back at all of you. Like, mostly it's just Veritas that comes this way. We kind of like, I've been trying to like keep an eye on things. What's going on?
Oh, we're kind of Veritas now, but like not really. But also like this is wild. Can you just like talk through the ground like this?
It takes a bit out of me. Well, I'm not gonna lie, but like I sensed your guys' presence. It was familiar. I wanted to make sure you guys were okay.
That's
you're
really sweet.
Getting kind of close to the Northern Labyrinth and stuff. That's where a lot of the Veritas people like used to harvest our guys from. I was sort of like a warning in case you guys didn't know.
I don't.
Or is this still just Trigger?
Oh no, Ivy's formed like a face on the wall out of like leaves and stuff. So
Like, you know that one weird time in Order of the Phoenix where they decided that the powder really was
Where
just like
Sirius is
Sirius
just
Black's
sitting in
face
the
in the
flames.
cold.
Sirius Black is in the...
exactly. That is
It's, like,
exactly
very
what it is.
Okay. When you say harvested your guys, so like, is that not a safe place for us to go?
I mean, it's dangerous. Because of what Trigger's idea was, what you all three pulled off. They're not using sort of like the bodies of dryads anymore, but it's still like where they hang out. Sort of like the entrance to their kind of hideout, I guess.
Ivy, have you like listened to anything that they've been saying while they've come through? Because I'm not gonna lie, I think our cover might start to be getting blown, and we don't know what they fight for. Do you know what they fight for?
What do we fight for? I'm gonna roll a history check for Ivy, but the DC for her is gonna be high because that is a 6. I don't really think that I know. I can try and listen now that I know it's a thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we would totally take some some Ives dropping. Yeah. Or is it leaves dropping? Never mind.
Do you also know we're looking? Okay, I think we got to get out of here. I don't know about y'all, but I'm fucked. Do you happen to know if you've seen what's his name? The guy with the circlet, like Lester's circlet. Strut. Do you know where Strut would be
You give like a general description of like this tabaxi.
Yeah.
I turn into Strut.
Oh yeah. Have you seen Strut?
Have I seen Strut?
Didn't we see Strut briefly
We met Strut once, I think.
when they were like destroying Lester's tower?
Yes, and they ran away.
Yeah.
We didn't like talk, but
yes.
we saw.
You saw the rest of the party escape, but like the cursed barbarian was left behind.
Mm.
Yes. Reminding myself. Yeah, you turn into sort of this gray snow leopard-esque tabaxi with this circlet on, like what you imagine a circlet might be. Probably you would appear without the circlet because they weren't wearing it yet; they hadn't attuned to it. But with these like blue robes and things. Oh, no, vastly different. The only tabaxi I know that was the one that you guys dealt with. I can keep an eye out, but I don't.
Why are there so many cat
see them in the
people here?
tunnels right now.
Okay.
Captain, you want to turn around?
Because they're fast and proficient in stealth.
So
Should
many
I
cats.
stay as Strut until we leave?
Yeah, you stay as Strut, and then Kachi, you stay as Bam Bugbear because that seemed to go really well.
If you guys are like in trouble, I can eject you guys out of this. I can like pull you through the earth.
We should eject out of this. Well, where are we? Out of town?
You're outside the gates.
Wait, but what? Wait, why did we even come this way if we're just gonna stop?
Well, I'm about to die.
I can look.
What?
I can make an entrance and hide it for you guys. So if it's like a total checkpoint, right? Like you guys have got.
What if we, like,
far, I'll get you guys here.
Could you like dig us like? Oh wait, and then we could come back with help.
Secret hole.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you wanted to just dig us like a nice little cave so we could sleep, that would probably fix most of our problems. But
is there anything that we promised we would do tomorrow?
I don't know, probably like take
think it was just
Gilda
the
to
thing with
breakfast
the-
or something.
But dinner got moved up. We had dinner already.
I know. I feel like she's gonna want all the meals now.
There is kind of a lot going on back in town. There's the storm came early,
storm.
and
There's a storm.
Oh, this is like the storm?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like a ship
Oh.
crashed outside.
Oh.
Can you pop us in a hole in town?
Okay.
So we don't have to go through the guards again?
I don't see why not. Yeah, let Matt
No.
pull open the map.
I think the most important thing is that we have like a secret way in and out of like this spot right here, because I can tell you I don't want to do literally any of the things that we just did ever again.
No, I didn't realize how weak I was. I mean, I did, but I didn't really realize how strong everyone else was.
I don't know why you guys are talking about strong. I couldn't do shit.
The weird
I'm
thing
fast.
is, I can shut you like inside the walls, but only because like there's still a little bit of a connection to doubt.
Mm.
I can drop you outside of their shop. Just don't tell them I put you there. There's still some.
All right.
Our secret.
Okay, cool. Like we can be, you can be friends with Doubt, and I can be friends with you, but Doubt and I aren't friends anymore.
Totally
Right.
chill.
Yeah,
Totally
like
get it.
some people like sleep towards the fore and some people sleep towards the aft, and you're like, never the twixt shall they meet. I gotcha. Boats, man. Well, ships, really.
I've never
do
been on
you-
a ship. This seems fun.
I think you would hate it considering it's kind of made out of the carcasses of your dead relatives.
Ew.
Wow.
Yeah,
I don't
I didn't
need
think.
to go.
Yeah, I didn't think about it till now. I'm gonna float in a skin boat. Okay, yeah, let's get out of here, I guess. But we can come back, right? You can get us back.
Oh yeah, I'll make I'll make sure that like there's like a patch of ivy or something growing. So if you like sort of tug on the vines, you'll get my attention.
Do you want to like do like a short rest real quick, Gwen, or something, so that if something is happening in town, you
It
can.
won't matter.
Oh wow. we need to work on your sense of positivity.
I think it will matter.
Okay, I guess we die. Let's go.
I just
Thanks,
have to
Ivy.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem. The Dryads are probably gonna buckle down inside of our tree, let the storm pass like it normally does, and best of luck to all of you.
Yeah, you too. Thanks for shunting us. I've never been shunted before.
Oh, it's your first time?
You gotta try it. I'll try anything once.
Ivy shunts you all out. Effectively, you have all unlocked a checkpoint toward the northern tunnels of the Veritas hideout, thanks to your allegiance with the Dryads and your willingness to dive into a scary trap. That being said, Ivy does shunt you, most of her essence being, of course, in the Druid Coven up to the north, but she does sort of create a hidden opening in the sort of a landscaping near the northern wall in the northern district. Not too far from the Lucky Card, not far away from the Golden Hammer. Those sort of checkpoints that you guys have ran into in the northern areas thus far. With that being said, our party emerges from this tunnel-like hideaway. Ivy begins to regrow over this opening to where if you were to look, you would just see a patch of ivy, but she grows a couple extra berries here or there as sort of a symbol that you all know. Okay, if you spent some time looking and you weren't actively being chased, you would be able to find it very easily. But amidst the weather happening outside, if you were to look into the sky, you would see lightning arcing around the sky. You might see this lightning rod contraption floating above Gilda's keep, failing, having been tampered with to some extent. There doesn't seem to be a enormous level of panic happening. It doesn't seem like it is like capital S the storm, but it does seem like a bad storm. Everyone go ahead and give me a perception check.
Ooh, 6.
15.
14.
So as you're in this area, you expect when you went into the tunnels, it was still the sun was kind of out, so you're expecting it to be a little brighter. But that's when you realize how long you were underground for, and some of you have trouble kind of looking around and seeing what's happening. Kachi, you are the one who can kind of you're getting your bearings. You kind of see the sign for the Lucky Card, the Golden Hammer. You see Gilda's keep in the distance. You see Blanche Featherin kind of flying around the area. And as lightning sort of strikes down into the ground, you see as it hits, it makes a crackle. As the ground kind of opens up. And almost the form of a ghost kind of ekes out of this ground, and then just takes off towards one of these, towards a house.
Oh my god! Oh god! Okay, all right.
And I'd say you probably, Kachi and Trigger, the higher of the perception checks, you hear a bell being run from the dockside district.
Oh my god! Okay.
Gotcha, make a decision.
I'm gonna go check in with Blanche. Trigger, go to the dockside. Gwyn, go to Gilda's. Stay inside, don't get killed.
Okay.
Bet. Do I notice any cart-like things anywhere?
Oh, you absolutely see a cart. You can totally skateboard your way to the dockside district. Our party is split amidst this storm. Kachi flying up into the sky to assist Blanche. Gwyn heading towards Gilda's keep. and Trigger heading toward the Dockside District, and that's where we'll take a break and reconvene in just a bit.
Oh.
Nice, very nice.
So many things. Ah!